Let's jump now to retired U.S. Navy Vice Admiral Bob Murrett. He is the Deputy Director of the Syracuse University Institute for Security Policy and Law. Good morning. I want to know what you make of the threat from President Trump that a ground invasion could in fact take place. Diplomatic talks apparently are emerging, although we haven't seen the fruits of that just yet. What would an Iran ground invasion look like by U.S. forces and the risks?
Yeah, Errol, a great question. I think the first point I would make is that the objectives would probably be limited. I mean, the kind of ground forces that we're looking at now that are flowing into the region, first one, then a second Marine amphibious unit, then the alert unit from the 82nd Airborne Division, would be for not large-scale ground objectives, similar to what we saw, for example, in the invasion of Iraq in 2003. It'd be more selective. I know there's a lot of speculation about Carg Island, for example, but this is not the kind of force package you would need for a major invasion to seize and secure and maintain large parts of territory.
Just discussing with Liz, the military can achieve short-term objectives, but there's always a political long-term objective. So does the U.S. really have the resources in the first place for a ground invasion to hold in a place like Iran?
Yeah, great question, Ariel. As I was saying, but just for limited objectives. I mean, they might want to seize just some small bit of territory. We could speculate on where that might be around the Straits of Hormuz, or, as we said earlier, Carg Island, which is tougher just at the standpoint it's in the northern Gulf. The geography there makes it certainly more complicated. So those are, and there's also even a smaller scale operation like that. Some of the very light forces that are being inserted into the region could just like seize one small objective. I know there's speculation about some of their nuclear facilities. So the kind of packages you would need for a large-scale invasion to seize and to occupy territory for any long period of time are not in the theater yet. And I haven't seen any speculation that that is something that's in the van. Just a final comment I would make, Errol. These are the kinds of well, 2 points, really. You want to have deterrence, and that's one of the things that I think is at work here, to provide as much deterrence as we can and negotiating leverage for against Iran. And the second thing is, I mean, the military also always has to provide options, different options for any Secretary of Defense and President, so they have things they can choose from for any operations they might want to consider executing in the near future.
All right, Bob, great to have your insight on our show this morning. Thanks for being with us.